Please, I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, welcome to episode 16 of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney Perry. It's been a bit, sorry. I did not put out an episode last week. I apologize. I just had some things going on, which is all the more reason why today I really wanted to do an episode, because I'm feeling good and grateful and back to myself. So anyways, I'm outside. So you're going to hear my cat, my Siamese. He is out here, and my dog's barking and some birds and stuff, and you're going to hear some things. But I wanted to go outside because I was feeling I needed some air. I just wanted to get some fresh air and look around and remember that it is a beautiful, beautiful world outside. It's a beautiful world. And there's no clouds right now. It is absolutely blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. The birds are chirping, and it's not that warm, but the sun is out, and it's really actually not that cold either. It feels good. I just wanted to go outside and breathe this all in and take it in and remember to be grateful and appreciative, because it's pretty amazing out here. No matter where you are, I mean, you can find beauty everywhere, I think. I think the desert is absolutely stunning for so many different reasons. Then I think, the Pacific Northwest is stunning. So every place has its beauty, and I just wanted to go outside and remember that it's good to just be grateful, take a moment, breathe in that air, and readjust and go, okay, back on track. Here we go. So, what has been keeping me up? Well, just that. How it's interesting to me that there are people out there that are so graceful and conduct themselves with their head held high and kindness, and they look for the beauty in life no matter what comes at them. And I've known some people, I have some close friends who have been through a lot of shit, a lot. And it seems like no matter what gets thrown at them, they're just like, okay, well, so there's this, and I need to figure out how to navigate that. What do I do? Do I go through it? Do I go around it? Do I go over it? How do I get over it though? I don't just stop. I don't let it stop me. I just figure out how to get through it. And I admire the hell out of those people, because life seems to keep throwing things at them, and no matter what, they still have a smile on their face. They still treat others with grace and kindness and respect. And then there are people out there that are they seem so ungrateful, and they don't seem to appreciate exactly what they have. They don't appreciate the people in their lives. They don't appreciate the things they have and just their surroundings. And it seems like those people are the people that have the least thrown at them, that have pretty damn good lives, and not really much happens to them, yet they always just want to find the negativity, the negative. They can't seem to look at the good, and they just seem always pissed off and cranky, And then my dog is upset with me because I haven't thrown the ball, so he's protesting. I apologize. At any rate, it's sad to me because it seems like those people live to be like 100 years old. The assholes, the ungratefuls of the world seem to live forever, and the kind people seem to have shitty lives and live forever, but in with just nothing but shit thrown at them, or they die young, it seems. And so I was thinking about karma, and I'm like, is karma even a thing? Because it just doesn't seem like the bad people get what's coming to them. But then I think, well, I guess it depends on how you look at it. If you're religious, those people will go to hell and they'll get what's coming to them. I don't want to sound terrible. I apologize for my dog. Or maybe, it's just that they don't have a lot of friends or good friends. They don't have a lot of people around them that will do things for them. And then I think, that's what's important, is that I know I'm a good person, and I have so many amazing friends and family members in my life that I can count on. And, my family, not so much, except for my sons. My sons are absolutely amazing. But I have such an amazing support group of friends, and I have people that I know I can count on. And the people out there in the world that are just crabby assholes that treat others poorly, they're the ones that when something happens to them, they're going to look around and they're not going to have anybody there. And that's sad. And I don't wish that on anybody. I'm not saying, haha. I'm just saying I was starting to get really ticked that it seemed like the good people die young and the assholes live forever, and that nothing bad happens to them. And I think, well, maybe nothing bad happens to them, but at the same time, they probably don't have a lot of friends or real friends. And I'm so fortunate that I have good friends. And I just kept thinking about like Betty White and how great she is. And I thought, well, she lived a very long time. So, okay, there are good people out there that live a long time. And I don't know, I just got caught up lately this last week in how I feel like the world right now is just so full of drama, and there's no grace. People are not conducting themselves with any amount of grace or dignity or respect, and it's making my heart heavy, because if you lose those things, well, what the heck do you have, And I think I don't want to let go of the little things, like going out and taking a breath and being able to breathe in air and being able to appreciate the sound of the birds and being able to take in my surroundings and just be fortunate that I can go outside, be fortunate that I can walk around and breathe in fresh air and know that I'm going to try to be a good person and conduct myself with grace and dignity no matter what. I started realizing I have to work on me, and I can't really worry about why others don't do this or why something happens to someone and not someone else. Why? I can't focus on that. I have to focus on what I can do to make sure that I am a good person, and what I can do to make sure that I conduct myself with some dignity and treat others with respect. And remember that people have bad days. And because someone bumps into me at a grocery store and, is rude to me that moment, doesn't make them an asshole. Maybe they have some shit going on and they just are having a bad day and they took it out on me that moment. Or maybe they're an asshole. Who knows? But I spend so much time worrying sometimes. I'm like, God, why is that person a jerk? But then, like I said before, I've always tried to say, well, I don't know if they're a jerk. I just met them for 2 seconds. I didn't even meet them. They bumped into my cart, and then I formed an opinion out of a 2-second action. And I feel like we do that a lot lately. We form opinions over something that we saw just a fraction of. Or we see something and we see a fraction of something and we form an opinion. And that's natural. I mean, if someone walks in the door, a good-looking person walks in the door, we're going to be like, dang, that person's attractive. And we formed an opinion right that moment, but we don't know anything about them. We just said, oh, they're good-looking, but that's all we know. So I just started thinking about how we tend to forget that sometimes people are having bad days and we don't know what's going on in their life. And sometimes we don't know the whole story. We just form an opinion over a fraction of a second that we were involved with this person or that we saw something on TV. I mean, editing, let's face it, editing, holy cow, we do it on everything. I mean, that's what the world is about right now. Putting filters on stuff, making us look way better than we are, those ring light things, lighting and all of that. I mean, we're all about making things look different than they seem. We're all guilty of it. We put on makeup, if you brush your hair and you're taking, we're just all for editing something. I've lost my way because my dog just took off and I was wondering what they were looking at. Anyways, we have all been guilty of editing and making things look a little better than they seem at some point in our life, or different than they seem. But we don't know what's actually going on all the time. And so I just feel like we need to give each other a little more forgiveness or a little more grace. And we need to worry about us and how we can be better, how we can work on us, myself included, So anyways, I don't want to be someone that when I die, people are like, oh, well, good riddance. I don't want that, and I don't want people to see me and their first reaction is to walk the other way or to not want to talk to me, or that I give them, that they have to try to like me. I don't want that. So we don't have to all be friends. Obviously that's not going to happen. We can't all get along. I hate that when people are like, can't we all just get along? Well, no, that's stupid. No, we cannot. Because if every single person got along, that'd just be weird. It'd be nice, though, if we could all at least be respectful to each other. I mean, we're not all going to get along, but we can all be at least a little bit more dignified. I mean, we could have a little more class. That would be good. Anyways, that is one thing that has been on my mind. But there's been many things. I've been up for a while, just kind of in a weird, not a funk as in I haven't been depressed and I haven't been feeling pouty or anything. I've just been trying to think of what I can do to make myself a better person, how I can be mentally healthier, I guess. That's a better way of putting it. I want to be mentally healthier. And, again, like I was saying the other day, following through. I was stretching and doing yoga and I felt so much healthier. I could sleep better and I felt better all around, and I was drinking more water. And I know those things are take care of your body, and, everything else will kind of start following through. Take care of your mental health and your physical health, and obviously you're going to feel better. But I just get in those funks where I don't follow through. So I'm working on it. And I was just kind of staying up thinking, Courtney, what do I need to, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So I'm like, why am I not following through? And then I thought, all right, I stopped going to counseling. I stopped going to the barn as often as I used to, meaning I like to ride horses. And there's a barn that I go to, and I do horse lessons, and just being with the horses and being in a barn just makes me, it's my sanctuary. It's my happy place. It's where I center myself. And I stopped doing that. And so I just started thinking I need to figure out a way to follow through. And again, like I said before, but when I say things out loud, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then I never do it. I have to just get up and start doing it. So then that got in my head, and I've just been on this weird hamster wheel. And again, I thought, you know what I need to do? It is a beautiful day outside. I need to go outside. I need to take in this amazing air, and I need to appreciate what is around me. Throw the ball for my dogs. Let them also get outside and appreciate life. and just kind of recenter. And while I'm out here, I'm going to do a little stretching and just sort of refocus and say, hey, life is good when you're upright and you're breathing in this air. And I am surrounded by amazing people, by amazing scenery. I have the most badass friends, and life is actually very good. And again, it's not that I was sitting around feeling unappreciative or, that I wasn't grateful for things at all. It wasn't that. I was just figuring out how to get myself on track and focused and start getting what I want out of life. I used to be so tenacious and, drama, life happened. And then I thought, again, I can't make excuses and be the victim. I need to figure out how to navigate through it. Do I go around it? Do I go through it? Do I go over it? But I can't be the victim. I can't make excuses. I can't sit around and go, man, why do things happen to this person? Why do things happen to that person? Why? Well, I don't know why, but what I do know is I need to figure out how to get around this obstacle, how to get through it. I need to focus on being me and what I can do to be a better person for myself, and therefore being a better person to others, and conducting myself with respect and dignity and grace. That's what, I think if we all did, again, we can't all get along, but just have a little more dignity and grace and work on us. Anyways, I appreciate everybody that has been supporting me and listening to me. Thank you very much. And again, go outside, regroup, take in some air, and just, do that. Take in some air. In through the nose, out through the mouth, and just regroup for a moment. And then one foot in front of the other. I know it's a cliche. It's such a cliche. It's a duh. But, it's a cliche because just like stereotypes are stereotypes, why? More often than not, it's true. Well, if you just go outside and take a breath, or stay inside and take a breath, but just take a deep breath, it really does work. And just start with that. Anyways, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I appreciate you, and tuning in to the Ramblings of an Insomniac.